Hello Taurus, this is your November 1st to November 15th, 2016 read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot again. I don't have the box yet. Who knows where it is at the moment. But I love that deck, so I'm going to use it again. And for the advice cards, the Saints and Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. Okay. As usual, I already shuffled the deck, so we'll get right into it. Does this fit anywhere? No. Okay. If we need it later, I'll come back for it. I'm actually going to put out the advice cards too. Okay. Now, the overall energy we have here is the Page of Pentacles, which is definitely an Earth card. I feel like this is messages. This is definitely messages this time. Pages come through a few different ways for me, depending on what's going on around. But I'm kind of getting like this is more of a message, like talking, communicating. I feel like this is talking about making stable plans, making a base for a future. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And what also kind of matches up with this is, I feel like this is your mental spot right now. Like, you may be thinking about looking for someone, or the person you're with, you are thinking marriage-wise. Which could also just mean stable commitment plans, buying a house, moving in together. It could be moving in together if that's extremely bonding for you. Not bonding, what's that word? It could be moving in together. We're just going to leave it at that. What I feel like, it starts off that I feel like you're kind of communicating that right in the beginning. Things are going your way. I feel like you've communicated what you wanted, and it's something that's going to, and the other person has said it's something they're going to consider in the future, or it's future plans. I feel like you're okay with that, though. That the other person is on board when you're first talking about this, and you're seeing things coming forward in the future and things going the way you want. I feel like the environment right below you is going really well. The rainbow especially is coming through. Like, they're extremely happy and excited. The other person is very happy about what you've proposed. It's very interesting because the next part that we kind of go into, as we move closer, like halfway through to the 15th, like the second week here, what I'm thinking, something kind of upsets the apple cart. I feel like the other person may get a little bit of cold feet, no matter what the situation is, and they're not really sure if they're ready for this level of commitment, whatever that is for them. Even if it's just moving in, I feel like to them it's a big deal. And when I see all this, they're like thinking about, like, what other options do I have? Do I really want to do this? I feel like this is just kind of more confusion than anything else. They're just really confused about what they want to do. And they're just kind of reevaluating, because to them it's a big step. To them it is. Which I'm thinking to you it is too, but it's like at first they're all gung-ho and great, and like you guys are getting along wonderful, and then afterwards they kind of rethink it, and they're like, wait a minute, do I really want to do that? And I feel like that's kind of difficult for you. This is closer to the 15th. I feel like this is more like carrying the burden. Like, I almost feel like you kind of either take back the offer or push it out. You do something to alleviate the other person's stress, because I feel like they're kind of stressed about it. And that's where the hangman comes in first, to be fair. Like, I feel like you're kind of like caught like in a trap like that, and like hung upside down. Like, what just happened? Like, I thought we were on the same page. I thought things were great. And then when they're just like, I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit like that, whatever level that would be, even if it's just moving in, that's a commitment to them that they're not really sure they're ready for yet. I feel like you either take the offer back, or you're like, well, let's think about it again, like next year, or like in 6 months if you want, like, and then we'll see how it goes then. We'll just see how it goes. And I feel like that's the smart way to do it, because your advice card right above this is sleep, which to me means let it rest. Just put it on the back burner for now, let it come back later. It doesn't feel like it's an ending. It just feels like it's a pause, kind of indefinite depending on your situation. next year, 6 months, something like that. It doesn't feel like it's something you're going to do anytime soon. So the overall here that I'm getting is that I feel like you're making that offer. Keep in mind, it could be just moving in together, getting an animal for some. I feel like for some of you it is an animal, because I feel if that's the case, you're both animal lovers, or the other person is a big animal lover, and to them it's a big step because they want to make sure that it's going to work out with you and them, because they don't want to be like fighting over who gets to keep the animal if things don't go well, something like that. So keep in mind, this offer, this is important to the two of you based on your relationship. Is getting an animal, moving in together, getting a car, buying a house, actually getting married, something like that. Whatever it is, it means a great deal to both of you. And when you first bring it up, I feel like everything is a go. The other person's right on board. And then you start looking towards the future. You're starting to make plans. Like, for example, if it was getting an animal, you start, mapping out places you want to look for this animal, or you start looking for online resources on where you need to go to get this or get what you want, whatever that may be. Keep in mind, like I said, it's whatever is important to you. And then as you do that, I feel like the other person is very receptive to that, and they're excited too, and everything's going forward, whatever this may be. But then all of a sudden, like, they think it over, and then they're like, you know what if we wait? And I feel like when that what if we wait comes across, it's kind of like getting caught in that snare and just like, what happened? Like, we were just on the same page. I mean, and I feel like you're really excited about it, and you're kind of let down. You're really let down. But you agree, and you're just like, all right, that's fine. Let's give it till next year or 6 months or something like that. It's fine. And I feel like you come off really well about it, but I do feel like it bothers you, and you're keeping to yourself how disappointed you are. But it's a good thing to let it sleep. I feel like it's a good thing. The advice is to sleep, let it rest for now, and then like 6 months, next year at least, let it come back to it later, see what it looks like then. Of course, I would love to hear your comments if you want to let me know below exactly what this is about. I always love to hear the comments, or read them, I should say. Or if you want a personal reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thanks.